Okay, so what is the most important thing that you need from your client to build their home? So obviously you need plans, but that's not the most important thing. Obviously you need finish selections, but that's not the most important thing. You need funds. They've got to be able to pay for the house. What's the most important thing that you need from your client? There it is. Who said it? Trust. Yeah, it's trust. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing for me as an owner's rep, and that's the most important thing for you as a builder, is to build that trust with your clients. So how do you build that trust? Well, there's lots of different ways, but one of the things that I find that's really effective is the 4 agreements. So most of you are familiar with the 4 agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. A great book. It's like 120 pages. If you haven't read it, you should read it. It's a great, great book. And basically what Don Miguel Ruiz says is there's 4 things that if you operate from this standpoint, not only will you build trust, but you'll also just eliminate so much of the drama that occurs in not only in working with our clients, but just in general. So the first is be impeccable with your word. You know, do what you say what you do. Just be impeccable with your word. If you make a mistake, own it. You know, we talked about accountability, and yes, it does with a cloud-based system. You know, it's quite easy to see when someone's dropping the ball. None of us are perfect. It's a lot better for you to be straight up with your clients if you make a mistake than to try to cover it up. The second is don't take anything personally. You know, just don't realize that, you know, like, for example, in hiring an owner's rep, we're going to talk more about that in a minute. You know, if the client hires an owner's rep, don't think that's because they don't trust you. The third is don't make assumptions, which is kind of along the same lines. When your client reacts in a certain way, call them up and talk about it. Don't assume that the worst. Don't assume that they've got bad intentions in this case. And the last is always do your best. Notice it says always do your best. And your best is different at different times. In different circumstances, you can't build as well as you can under other circumstances. So your best is always changing. So you need to be compassionate with yourself as well and recognizing that your best is different along the way. A little Zen aspects to that.